Hello, this is Pastor Stan Lubeck. So glad that you came to Coaching Pit Stop today. Today I want to talk about spiritual growth and discomfort. Hope you're doing well today, but I want to stretch you. I want to challenge you. Today I want to challenge you to set some goals in life. You know, growth and comfort never coexist together. If we want to grow, we need to be stretched. Paul the Apostle was mentoring a young pastor when he wrote in 1 Timothy 4, 7, and 8, train yourself for godliness. For while bodily training is of some value, godliness is of value in every way. It holds promise for the present life and also for the life to come. Dallas Willard writes that as disciples, we are not trying to be different people, but we are training to be different people. I love that statement that God loves you just as you are, but he loves you too much to leave you there. There is an immense difference between training to do something and trying to do something. John Ortberg describes this training versus trying in his book, The Life You Always Wanted. You know, Christianity without discipleship is always Christianity without Christ. Dietrich Bonhoeffer. For you Star Wars fans, Yoda understood this principle when he said to Luke, do or do not. There is no try. True success comes from being stretched. I like to tell people I coach, you are like a rubber band that is most useful when it is being stretched. But I don't want you to be stretched to the point of breaking, but we need to stretch. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. You need specific, measurable, and defined goals with a deadline. Duke Ellington is correct when he commented, I don't need time, I need a deadline. We all need deadlines. The plan doesn't need to be perfect, but you need a plan to reach your goals. I love this story of a church that had a small percentage of people involved in small group ministry. They set a goal for 75 groups in a year. Then they lowered the number and shortened the time frame, setting a goal for 22 new groups in 22 days. They were able to start 22 groups in 11 days. It would have never happened without that stretch goal. Nehemiah built the wall around Jerusalem in 52 days. Without Nehemiah's dream and leadership, it would not have happened in 52 years. Consider these God-sized dreams if you're involved in a church or in a ministry. Doubling the number of people serving in 6 months. Schedule a new leader conversation every day if you're a pastor. Doubling the number of small groups by September. Doubling the size of the prayer team in 2 months. Journaling for 20 minutes a day. Lose 20 pounds in 3 months. Read a book a month. I'm learning to embrace continual discomfort. It is called stretching myself. As I age, something's always aching. I have pains throughout my body. I have to spend more time stretching before, during, and after I dominate on the pickleball court. I have to push forward just to maintain physical health. My comfortable couch will kill me over time. Like Paul the Apostle, I must press on. To stay motivated, I must consider, what do I really care about deeply? Facts don't move me to action. Statistics don't touch my heart. Stories connect with my emotions. I believe that the great leaders don't just win over the minds, but the hearts of followers. Consider Martin Luther King Jr. and his I Have a Dream speech. It wasn't I have a strategic plan speech. He inspired people at the core of their beings, challenging the mind, the heart, the will to live out a dream worth pursuing that has impacted generations. I'm asking what moves me at the deepest level before I try to move somebody else. I'm inspired by those who live to the glory of God. I love reading biographies of people who dedicated their lives to making a difference that has lasted the test of time. How about you? What's your next step? God always has a next step on the journey, and it won't lead to the recliner. You know, I love this quote from Peter Drucker. Plans are only good intentions unless they immediately degenerate into hard work. I love that quote. So what is your current stretch goal? You may have heard of SMART goals. Michael Hyatt, in his book, Your Best Year Ever, adds a couple of categories to the end that you might consider. Smarter goals are specific, measurable, actionable, risky, time-keyed, exciting, and relevant. I put together a checklist of 10 categories of SMART goals. I'll create a link here in the description of this video that you can click on and get this list. But these 10 categories of SMART goals that will create an emotional connection to your work, to your ministry, to your calling from God. Then choose 3 that are most important to you right now. Put them on your desk where you can see them every day. Don't set 10 goals or you won't reach any of them, but choose 3. Your life is composed of the little decisions you make every day. What do you want to look back upon? Don't waste your life. Your vocation at the root means your calling. There is nothing more fulfilling than to know that you are fulfilling your divine calling, doing what God uniquely created you to do from eternity past. That is where you will find shalom, the peace of God. This does not mean that it will be easy or comfortable, but you can be at peace knowing that you are developing skills and accomplishing goals that will matter for eternity. Tim S. Grover writes in his book, Winning, this book is about grit, not glamour. If your image matters more than your results, if you need to look and act a certain way to impress others, if fake it till you make it is your strategy for success, if you need approval to be who you really are, you're going to struggle. Most battles are won or lost in the mind. Are you going to serve for an audience of one, the glory of your Maker? Is your mind going to operate by faith or by sight? 2 Corinthians 5:7 says, for we walk by faith, not by sight. We need to walk by faith, which is to the glory of God. What is your next step of faith? Make it your prayer right now. All right, that's it. God's best to you. Be sure to subscribe, click the bell to be notified when new content comes out. Bye for now.